to Barbell Brigade. I'm Gio.
I'm Matt.
Are we on a roller coaster?
And welcome. This is actually our very brand new set. So new that we don't even have our logo or anything on here, but just stay tuned. Everything's gonna come together very nicely. So if we cut you off guard and you're like, where the fuck are these guys at now?
You don't know.
That's where we're at.
It's a work in progress.
It's a work in progress.
You don't know where we are.
Just disclose the location.
It's like the Batcave.
It is. It is.
The barbell
don't,
cave?
don't disclose the location. Then no one's gonna come here. Anyway, so I have a question for you guys. Is sumo deadlifting considered cheating?
Yes.
Oh man, Matt, we'll get Matt started. Matt's from the south, and y'all don't know.
How do you feel about sumo?
I feel like there's a real easy question you ask yourself. Do you piss sitting down? And if that's a yes,
Did you sumo?
sumo. And if not, go.
Alright, so counter question is what's wrong with the guy peeing sitting down? What if I want to get on Instagram, shout out my
I've seen
homies?
plenty of guys being sitting down.
Why? Where do you go?
Where do you go?
Aren't you
guy.
married?
I do it just because
That's
I'm lazy.
only after I shit though. Then I use the convenience of
You
combining
don't
my
do the
number
same,
one
you
with
just
my
don't do
number
both at the same time? You don't just pee and poo at the same time?
Yeah, how do you do
Like you can push.
At the same damn
and
time.
It comes out of the same hole. I mean, the different hole at the
Same hole?
That's interesting.
I would have, I've never run the numbers on it that much, but I would think that.
Well, I usually
Some-
poop and then I pee right
I bet it
after.
probably alternates back and forth.
Yeah.
You're talking about the same 10 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah,
And you're talking about simultaneous.
dual streams. I don't know.
Alright, so you don't like the sumo deadlift?
I mean,
Is
there's
that because
people
you're a
that.
badass? Is that because you're a badass?
I'm also really bad at sumo deadlift.
So do you think if you were good at sumo,
You'd love it.
Then you would love sumo.
I'd still probably pull conventional. Just simply because I think it's for an athlete, I think conventional is a better lift. I'm not going to do anything from that position. I do sumo for like an accessory, but
that's
as
fair.
far as me building power as an athlete, that's a much more athletic stance, feet shoulder width apart.
I do think sumo is a little trendy right now. So like people are just getting into lifting and they hop on the sumo train right away.
Well, I think it's an easy way for people to cut range of motion.
Right.
Skinny people get away with it.
Yeah, and you get to lift a little bit heavier weights.
Often.
Right? Yeah.
But I do think everybody should pull conventional at least for like 5 years of their life.
I think even if you're a sumo puller, your first accessory should be conventional of some sort, maybe like deficit pulls,
Yeah, block pull, something.
like that. Yeah.
I agree.
But then what do you say to the person that's like, but I'm tall and like for my leverages, it's like better to sumo.
You gotta
It's not
suck it the
cheating.
fuck up.
Well, how about look at like guys like Hatfield?
Yeah.
He's 6'10" and pulls 900 pounds conventional.
Yeah.
I mean, tall's not your problem, you're weak.
Oh.
True.
Yeah. Go.
For me, my sumo and my conventional are actually really close. Like in terms of probably
Yeah.
like 10-15% apart. But for meets, I can grind conventional, which is why I stick to conventional. But if I'm trying to get like a cardio workout in or something, or just do a lot of volume, I can do way more volume on sumo.
Yeah, same as these. I also think that beginning lifters, meaning like first maybe 4 to 5 years of your training, you shouldn't be focused on how much you can lift. You should be focused on becoming the best lifter you can become.
True.
Right? And where conventional might lead you long term to that goal.
I mean, I think you can do both at the same time, though, right? I'm not doing this very well. I think you can do both at the same time. I don't think that it should just be all focused technique for the first 5 years of training,
True.
where you don't really ever push
True.
the envelope. I think you can do both. I think you spend time in training practicing form, and you also spend time needing to get strong too.
Yeah, but if you're sumo deadlifting, which I have seen, 500-600 pounds, and you can only conventional 400 in your first 3 years of training,
Then you got a problem.
You need to switch your shit up, I think.
Yeah, but you see that on guys.
Pose DF ain't doing that shit, bro.
You see guys that can pull that off because, I mean, they either really flexible and have the hip flexibility to keep their back upright,
Yeah.
and it cuts the range of motion down so much that it's like doing a rack pull
Right.
if you're not in pain.
Yeah.
Whereas like I can't get into anything even close to a position that would be beneficial.
Hey, why do you suck?
Mostly from here-ish to here-ish.
Just blows, huh?
Yeah,
It's the
it's with the pain.
Then do you guys think to be a complete athlete then, with like taking mobility into consideration, that if you can't get into a sumo position, that's probably something that a conventional puller should also work on?
Yeah.
Bad call.
Right, yeah, that's why I do it as an accessory, right? To try to, do that and get in.
Matt's a thrower, for those that don't know.
Yeah,
he
I
throws
throw
rocks.
rocks.
So the definition of athlete, I think, changes too.
Oh, absolutely. I think
We're-
we should train for
We're
your
very
sport.
specific,
Yeah.
right? So we're gonna lift the most amount of weight we can lift in
Right.
whatever form that's legal in our competition. Where you're trying to become maybe more mobile, faster, more explosive in your off-season.
And I always looked at deadlift as say, you know, it's another option for my Olympic lifting. It was another option for while I was competing in strongman. Sumo's not allowed, and so.
But straps and gear is.
But it's
What the fuck kind of sport is that? Yeah. But sumo.
Yeah.
So you can do all these things. Not that.
That's just one of the rules, and that was the rules laid out.
What kind
follow
of gear?
rules.
What kind of gear is allowed in strongman? So you use straps.
Yeah.
It varies.
Wraps,
yeah.
suits, most of the
Deadlift
time.
suit?
Well,
Most of the
not
time.
always. It depends
No,
on
most of those guys.
on the sport, right?
Most guys got to pull in the suits.
And World's Strongest Man, they will sometimes. Yeah, and like car
What
deadlift,
is
they'll
it?
do a suit.
Giants deadlift or something? The biggest deadlift challenge in the world? Where Eddie
Oh,
Hall-
Giant Slide.
Yeah, that's suits.
Yeah, they do suits,
Yeah.
but not everyone uses them.
But not everybody knows either.
But then again, look, man, the deadlift suit, it's not like a squat suit. You don't get nearly the carryover.
What's,
I think-
what's the difference between what's the
So the suits are very similar. They'll protect your hips. In a squat suit, it'll almost stop your hips, and it's so much compression you can't squat. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in a deadlift, your hips don't go through as much of a range of motion as in a squat.
Well-
Unless you get into a weird sumo position, in which case I would argue a sumo deadlifter can get 100 to 200 pounds out of a deadlift
Oh,
suit.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's not the same as a squat because you don't have any of that extra weight to force you down.
Right.
You still have to get to the bar on your own.
In a squat
And
suit, like the
my
bar's
gear
pushing you down,
couldn't-
Right.
yeah, and your suit's pushing you up, and so you're in this battle, and it feels. That's why people's face look like they're gonna explode,
Yeah.
because they're literally in a battle like this, and that's not the same as deadlift.
Right.
But sumo's cheating.
Really?
I don't think so, but I have fallen. But I have fallen a little bit to the fucking trend on the internet where like people are like sumo's for bitches, this and that. So now I'm gonna pull conventional, just to prove like fuck you guys, I'm gonna pull
Good.
more. Yeah, I'm gonna pull 7 conventional within the next 4 months.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know when this video's
280
coming out.
for
but-
that?
No, I'll do it at 220, under
I
220.
think you could go 132.
Yeah,
You and Bart.
yeah, we are.
I'm true 132.
Yeah, no cut.
Did you?
Why is Nadeem waving to us?
He's 132.
You're supposed,
Are you on a roller coaster too?
You're supposed to ignore him. This is where we wrap it up.
I just saw Deadpool, going off topic, but they break the fourth wall or whatever it's called.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with
Yeah, I'm gonna break
breaking
the fucking fourth wall. No walls can hold me back.
See, Deadpool.
What?
All right, so just to wrap it up, then you guys don't necessarily see sumo as cheating, but you do see it as like not being a balanced athlete.
I don't
not
think it's the
bad.
most beneficial way. So, as an athlete, right, especially say for like what I'm doing, my total doesn't matter. It's
True.
it's GPP for me to throw for him. And so, whatever's gonna get me the most bang for my buck as a thrower, which is being in a position that I'm normally in,
Right.
and stronger hips, low back, and legs. And I'm gonna get more of that from the conventional pool.
Fair.
Cool.
I have nothing to say on that.
I'll still
Alright.
do deadlifts for an exception.
How many holes do you have?
It's like a cow udder down there.
Alright guys, let us know if there are any other topics that you guys would like for us to discuss. Go ahead and write in the comments below or visit us on IG at Barbell Brigade. And make sure to like the video and share with all your friends. Till next time.
Goodbye, beautiful people! Sex with silent mic.
Ladies, if you've ever orgasmed, please let me know because I'm so curious.
Actually, go to Lou's DMs and let him know.
He's got a girlfriend.
No.
No, yeah, I'm very curious to. I'm definitely gonna.
I can't imagine a guy doing it